YouTube, it's your boy HD back again with another haircut tutorial for y'all. We're gonna get right off into it, man. This is one of my faithful clients. He's been coming to me for a while now. I would say probably about 2 years. He said he wanted to do like a high ball fade, high to mid, either one with like a line on the side. So right now we're trying to figure out what length we're gonna do on the top. I think this is a 5 guard. Um, like I said, the babless guards, man, they feed through the hair a lot easier than the wall guards because like the tips on it on the guard is a lot sharper for some reason. So I love to use those, but he ultimately ended up going with the 4. So I believe this was the 4. And then we're just taking the hair down. I like to take the hair down first before we start the fade, so that way it saves a little time. The reason it saves time is you don't have to fade into the hair twice, if that makes sense. But yeah, so yeah, we're taking the hair down to a 4 against the grain to make sure you get everything. If you go with the grain, of course, you're not going to cut all the hair. He has some really thick hair, man, so I'm taking my time, just going through it really slowly, just making sure the guard doesn't slip off too. Yeah, so just take your time, go against the grain, and try to make sure you get all of the hair. You can even go sideways, see if you can catch any hairs that you didn't catch initially. And then, yeah, man, comb it out to see what we got. I want to appreciate everybody for subscribing, all of my new subscribers, and everybody that's been rocking with me from the very, very beginning. I know this is still the beginning, but from the very, very beginning, I want to salute y'all, and I will be doing a giveaway sometime next week. So stay tuned, man. Stay watching these videos, and I will make sure that I announce the giveaway. It's going to be something nice, man, especially for you barbers. I think something you'll appreciate. So what we got right here is the Babyliss, and we're just lever close. We're creating that first shape of the head, of the fade, excuse me. And yeah, we're just getting rid of the vertical bar, and then we're just going down. I think we're gonna put it like on the occipital bone or below it. I can't remember. I recorded this haircut probably about 2-3 days ago, so I'm trying to remember. But I don't know if we're gonna show the other side, so whatever you see me doing on this side, just do to the other side. Now we're taking the FX and we're just clearing the bottom off, but we're not going all the way up to the point where we created that line right there. We're going just below it, so that way you don't have to get rid of any lines that this trimmer may create. And then right under that, we'll do the foil shaver. One thing I also wanted to add in, man, is I am right now trying to figure out the best camera angle for you guys. I know it's hard to see right now because the parts that I'm cutting, the detail work, because the camera is like not all the way on him. I got to get some super close up footage, but it's kind of hard to cut with the camera like right there blocking it. So I think ultimately I just got to get a better camera for you guys. But the camera I want, man, it costs a bag. So one of these days you're gonna be like, man, this dude, his YouTube is doing really well because he got a new camera. So you're gonna know once that day happens, man. But yeah, I apologize for the footage on this one. I had it on cinematic mode when I should have just had it on normal recording mode, and that's why you see it blurring and then going back into focus and blurring and going back into focus. But for the most part, you can see what I'm doing, and I'm going to let you know exactly what I'm doing here. So I just remember that we're not going to do the foil shaver on him because he will most likely bump up. And I made that call myself because I have seen like small bumps on his neck. And usually people like that, you don't want to put a foil shaver on them because it will react badly to taking their hair down that low. And what happens is, when the hair starts to grow back, sometimes it curls back under the skin and it creates a hair bump. So you want to make sure you always ask your client if they would like to use a foil shaver because you don't want their neck looking crazy. So we're going to leave it off of him. And we're just going to, just get it nice and bald with a trimmer right here. So clear that off. Next up should be I'm blending the beard a little bit. Lever close, lever open, lever midway. Then I come up, lever open, lever close, lever midway. And then from there, we just lever play until we can blend it all together. Now, if you're a new person starting, I would grab a 2-guard and just clear some of that bulk out first. But I kind of know what I'm doing to this point, so I don't even really need to clear it off. I'm just going. You know what I'm saying? So you could just start with a lever open, lever close, lever midway, then just lever play in there to get it completely blurred out. But if you want to debulk before this step, you can too, so you can see the bottom of what you're doing. Alright guys, and then I'm bringing out my Andis Master. As I told you guys before, I like to use this over what I did on the Babyliss because it adds a different effect to the fade, because there's 2 different blades on there, and the bottom of the fade is one of the most important parts of the fade. If you don't do a good job on the bottom part of the fade, it can end up looking like a chili bowl. So I want to make sure I put my heart and soul into the bottom of this fade, man. So that's what we're going to do. And this Andis Master just does it for me. And then I go up a little bit into the fade too, because the Andis Master actually opens up to a 1. So the Babyliss that I was using before is only like, it opens up to, you know, just a normal lever open, which in detachable form, I believe is a OA. All right, so here we're debulking. I said, you know what, I just need to see. So I took the 1.5 and I'm going down with it, just to, and I'm not going like on the top of the head, but just on the sides, and then the back there, and that's just creating some room so I could see. And then I'm taking that 1.5, and then I'm just, you know, just clearing some space out, basically just debulking a little bit more with the 1.5. Now this isn't the method that I use normally, but sometimes when you're just in the mood, man, you're just going, or sometimes you get kind of bored of doing the same thing, because I know what my method does. It's gonna work every time. It's butter every time. So this time I kind of was just, you know, when you're doing so many haircuts in a day, bro, you kind of want to just change things up. You might do the top first. You might do the top last. You might do this first. You might do that last. But usually I would go in with the number 1 closed, create like a 1/2 inch, and then bring the 1/2 guard under that. But this time I started with the 1.5. Now this is a 1 guard here, and then I closed it, and I see I opened it here. And we're just feathering it out. I see we're gonna fade down. That's what we're gonna do. So, hey, that's fine too. Usually I fade up, but this time we started at the bottom, did the top, and now we're just gonna clear out the middle. And that's what I did this time. So, this is lever play with the 1, and we're just cleaning up some area here, using the corners, only a couple of teeth in the dark spots. You don't want to create any lines here. And if you guys notice, look at how I'm holding the clipper, bro. I'm not pressing hard. I'm not digging into the fade like that. I love to feather my fades in. Now, I like to go aggressive on the fade on his beard. I just feel like it looks really nice when I do it that way. So this is the 1 guard close, and I'm just hitting it with the grain after I hit it against the grain. And you can kind of see that fade coming in. Man, when I get a better camera, you guys will see it a lot cleaner. But just please stick with me, man. I'm working on it. But we're going to get y'all some good content, man, regardless. So these haircuts coming out fire, and I want you guys to, you know, if you learn anything from this video, just give me a thumbs up on it. All All right, so now we got our half guard, and this usually would be the last step if I'm doing the meat in the middle, but just feathering it out. And the meat in the middle is basically just fading the bottom, fading the top, the meat in the middle, fade that out. Yeah, so we're just lightly, lever playing with the half guard. Boom, hit a little dark spot, hit another dark spot. You see I switched to a brush. When you brush the hair down, this is what I should have had from the beginning, but when you brush the hair down, you could see the fade a lot better. A fine-tooth comb or a brush will do you justice when you're trying to do a fade. So there we go, man. We're hitting it with the half guard, lever play, half guard, lever play. And then we'll see what we jump into next. All right, now we're just combing the hair out here with the pick, just to make sure if I missed anything when shaping it. And then I got my 2-guard here, and we're just smoothing everything out really lightly. I don't really go any higher than a 2-guard with people with this texture hair. I usually just stick to 1.5, 2 if need be, but 1.5 if you float it right, it can be used as a 2. But here we're just hitting it with the 1.5, I believe this is here, with the grain, just to finish that beard off, that fade on it. Now here I'm taking my Andes Master, and we're just shaping the sides off, man. We're shaping the top, even though I know I got it all the same length because we use the guard on it. When you shape it with the clipper, man, it just gives it that clean look, man. That clean shape. And you can also remove any dark spots if you do it correctly. Now, we're using we're just gliding it up the front there so you can get a clean lineup as well. I love the Andes Master, man, especially this gold one. When I first got it, I was like, oh my God, this clipper is heavy. But the more I use it, the more I got used to it. All right, now we got our hot lather, and we're just putting it all on the forehead and then all on the beard, every area we're about to cut. And then, grab the hot towel. You guys, if you watch my last video, you see how crispy this makes the hairline. So that's why I do it.